Nazara with Nazara's Fine Crafts, and today we're going to do our, by popular demand, scrunchie tutorial. If you like these kind of tutorials, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this. I'm going to do two different patterns for the scrunchie. The materials you're going to need is scissors, which I could only find my son's safety scissors at the moment. They'll work. I like to use the Ouchless brand hair ties because they don't have that little metal ring. That metal ring will catch your yarn as you're going through. So if you can find some without the metal ring, those work better. You need whatever color you're going to use. So I try to match it up as best as I can to the yarn, because when you stretch it, it's going to separate a little bit. And then you're going to use, I'm using a G or a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. You can use anywhere between a 4 and a 5. The two different types of yarn that I recommend to use, and you don't have to use this kind, but this seems to be the most popular. So I don't have a full skein of it here, but the Parfait layers by Premier work really well. They're soft, they're velvety, and they come in a variety of colors, pastel colors, bright colors. So that's the one I initially used. And then you could also use the Yarnspirations Bernat Baby Crushed Velvet. The girls that buy these love that they're super soft and shiny. Bernat comes in multiple colors. They have the marbled ones like this. This is dark pinks and light pinks. And then they have more muted tones like mauve and tan, black, and like a dark purple. So they're really nice. So I use a combination of both of them. So I'm going to be using the Parfait, and you're going to tie onto your hook. So in this one, you don't need a foundation row. Your foundation is your hairband. So you're going to go underneath the hairband, and you're going to single crochet around it. So you're going to you're going to yarn over, so you have 2 loops on your hook, and then you're going to pull through. Once again, you're going to single crochet. You're going to go through the headband or the hairband. You're going to yarn over, pull it under, and then pull through. So you're going to do that 60 to 70 times on your hairband. So 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you're at this point. I only have 35 on my band, and you're like, okay, I can't fit anymore. Now what you need to do is go ahead and scrunch that up. If you leave it at the 30 to 35, if you leave it loose like that, when they pull it apart, it's going to pull at these stitches, and they're going to become really uneven, and then the scrunchie looks really funny. As well as you want multiple stitches on here to make the wavy design of the scrunchie. So I'm at 35, so I pulled it back about halfway. 36, 37, so I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to scrunch this up as many times as I need to. So I have 60 on here now, and you see how it's starting to kind of curl up everywhere. So if I spread it apart and it's trying to curl up everywhere, that's exactly where you want it. You don't want to stretch your band out too far. with the 5mm hook, you should be able to get 60 on there, and it should be perfect. And then you're going to join to the next, or to that first stitch. And this is actually a very forgiving project, because if you miss a stitch, it's not detrimental. You just don't want to miss like more than one stitch. So for the next row, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to double crochet in that very same space as you just chained. So, and then, so depending on how wavy you want it, you can do 2 double crochets in each space, which will make it really, really, really wavy, or you can alternate 2 double crochets and then 1 double crochet. So for this one, I will go ahead and do 2 double and then 1. So in the next one, I'm going to do 1 double crochet. The next one, I'm going to do 2. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go in the same space, pull through, pull through. So, and you're going to do this all the way around. So you don't really need to count for this, but if you want to, you can, so that you can make sure that you didn't miss any stitches. As well as you're going to have to kind of flatten out that area that you're working in for the scrunchie, at least while you're doing it. So when I get over here, I'm going to have to start flattening it back out, because it's really hard to find when it's scrunched up. So 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, got my little ball running around here. It's driving me nuts. I don't know about you guys. Alright, so I'm at that place where I'm going to have to kind of pull at it and flatten it out so it starts to scrunch up the side I've been working on. So 1. So I got to the ends, and I'm going to join to the top chain of the first stitch. And there you're going to, I'm going to use my son's safety scissors, but they'll work just fine. For this yarn's actually pretty easy to pull apart. So, and then I'm going to tie off my work. I'm going to show you how I tie off. So, I did a slip stitch to join. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my yarn through the hole all the way. And then I'm going to insert my hook back into the loop. And then I'm going to pull it through again. So it gives it kind of a surgeon's double knot. And then I go through and I go like I'm going to single crochet in either the previous or the next one. And I do that same thing. I yarn over, pull through, insert my hook again, yarn over, pull through. I do that about 2, maybe 3 times. This one I'm only going to do 2. And then I go back in and I crochet, pull through my ends through, weave in my ends with my crochet hook over and over again. It gives it a little bit more security as far as not coming apart, because this is not like a blanket that's just going to lay there a while and then you're going to use it. This is something that they're going to be putting on their arm. They're going to be stretching a whole bunch, and you don't want it to come loose. So, and then you just trim. Maybe these won't work. Trim your ends so they're not sticking out. And there, you can pull it around a little bit, but there's our scrunchie. So this is the one with the 2 double crochets, then a single crochet alternating throughout. So I'm going to go ahead and do, see, it's not matching. I can hear the comments now, but it's close enough as far as it's in the same color scheme. So tie onto your hook. I usually do a double knot because I don't want it to come loose. And then something I didn't say in the last one is I like to start where the ouchless rubber bands start, because I might get halfway around. If I started here, I get halfway around to this, and it might get caught a little bit, and that drives me kind of nuts. So I start right there. Another way for your first tail, your beginning tail, you can actually crochet that along with the band so that it covers up and you won't have anything to trim later. So we're going to single crochet all the way around, between 60 and 70 single crochets. So that 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this one I actually did 62 single crochets, so chain 2, and then I'm going to, I didn't join it, got sidetracked. Alright, so this one I actually did 62 single crochets, so now I'm going to chain 2, and this one, again, you're going to double crochet in the same stitch, and this time I'm going to double crochet twice in each stitch. Once again, it is very forgiving. If you accidentally miss a stitch, nobody's going to notice. So, but try not to skip more than one if you do. Okay, so there's the 2 scrunchies. You see how the 2 double crochet and then the alternate double crochet, how the difference in the waviness. This one's a little fuller than this one, but they're still both very pretty. And then don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this. And also don't forget that there is one more day for the February giveaway. So if you like free yarn, I'll link that in the description below. So don't forget to go and check that out. And then we'll see you next time. Bye.